Nobody. Germany in 1923. Europeans. We are here only to trade. Japanese. Cool. Europeans 5 seconds later. Have you heard of Jesus? The history of Poland summarized. Hostiles approaching from the south. Hostiles approaching from the north. Hostiles approaching from the west. Hostiles approaching from the east. French monarchy. So how many revolutions will there actually be? French people. Random person. My favorite color is red. Pre-1991 America. Is that communism I hear? Everyone. London is so influential because it was built by exploiting less developed countries. Paris, Amsterdam, Rome, Berlin, Vienna, Madrid, Lisbon, Istanbul, Moscow. The Crusades in real history. The Crusades in memes. Imagine not having a war when your country has a breakup. This post was made by Yugoslavia gang. Habsburgs, keep the bloodline pure. Fire kids. Would you betray the revolution for personal gain? No, never, maybe. How many civil wars will you have? China. French weapons in history. Australia selling Japan natural resources. Japan using them to invade Australia's allies. When Britain sees a island on their boat scope. I paid for the whole speedometer, I'm gonna use the whole speedometer. Literally any water flood. The Great Molasses Flood. The London Beer Flood in 1814. When you see an underdeveloped country in the 19th century. Nobody. Crusaders. Have you heard of Jesus? You wanna trade with us? I'm going to sell my natural resources. Japan needs some natural resources, but they are my enemy. I wonder what they will use it for, certainly not tanks and planes. Japan are invading. Soldiers, when the war isn't over by Christmas. We've been tricked, we've been backstabbed, and we've been quite possibly bamboozled. USA education system. I can explain. Napoleon Wars. You cover me in just a week. 7 years war. A week. I only get a day. You guys are getting taught. When Ipau sneezes Finland and the snow says bless you. Vodka time stops. Germany every couple of generations. I'm in a bit of a bad mood. Random dude on internet. Edison invented the light bulb. Tesla fans. History. Christopher Columbus was the first person to set foot on America. Leif Erikson. Am I a joke to you? The guy who said the joke. The guy who said it louder. The guy who took it too far. The guy who ruined it. Anyone mentions sharing. Joseph McCarthy. You deserve the death sentence. If you want to cry, I'll give you something to cry about. Allies of Germany in both world wars. Any country when they get into a naval battle with Britain. Mom, come pick me up, I'm scared. Imagine having your main religion absorbed by the Romans. This meme was made by the Greco-Bactrian Kingdom gang. Imagine saying your empire was the best when you only conquered places in Afro-Eurasia. This post was made by the British Empire gang. Stalin sending all political rivals to get a Gvi train. Political rivals, what's this? Stalin. The Polar Express. Violently overthrowing the monarchy, deciding you don't like the new system and changing to another different system. Violently overthrowing the monarchy, deciding you don't like the new system and bringing the monarchy back. Things we are bringing back in life: the 2020s. Flappers. Art Deco. The Charleston. Christian Anatolia. Japan when China has less political stability than the Western Roman Empire. It's free real estate. Franz Ferdinand. Driving through Sarajevo. Some random Serbian teen. I'm about to end this man's whole career. Never ask a woman her age. A man his salary. A German why their grandpa is from Argentina. Electricity is invented. People, how will we measure it? Science. The what? When people spoil Endgame. When people spoil Detective Pikachu. When people spoil the Holy Bible. It's on Nicholas 2. Orders soldiers to crush protesters. Soldiers, join protesters. It's on Nicholas 2. George Foreman named all 5 of his sons George Foreman. Amateur. Imagine being affordable and easy to produce. This post was made by Tiger Gang. Rome. Emperor Nero. My DNA test saying that I'm 0.01% Greek. African land. European countries. I gotta get one of those. Beat meat. Beat Bolshevik. You. The guy she tells you not to worry about. Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary, or Britain how they got so many artifacts in their museum. Teddy Roosevelt's assassin hearing him give a speech right after shooting him. When you work for the Soviet space program and you come across a stray dog, that bitch is getting yeeted into space. Franklin D. Roosevelt gets elected for 3rd and 4th term as president. Everyone. Roosevelt. Mr. President, this is beyond the norm. I don't care. Me and my friends when my mom walks in on us doing something awkward. Napoleon was well prepared for war with Russia. Napoleon was short. He could win against Russia. Only reason Napoleon lost was winter. France. Why are you colonizing literally everywhere? Britain. Land is land. Massive Japanese fleet. We have you 4-1. I like those odds. Dad, okay champ, be back by sunset. Me. Laughs in British. Locals, you can't just claim this land, we live here. Europeans. So I keep getting told. I prefer the real USS Enterprise. I said the real USS Enterprise. Perfection. Imagine dying from one cut off limb. Made by the Hydra gang. A random person. Spain, why you did your colonial empire collapse so quickly? Spain. The secret ingredient, inflation. Girls, today we are going to study the history of Russian Revolution. That's boring. Boys, I serve the Soviet Union. The guy who said the joke. The guy who said it loud. The guy who took it too far. The guy who made it corny. League of Nations, what is your emergency? What do you mean you're being invaded? That's illegal, people can't do that. Confederate Army doesn't surrender. Lincoln. Okay, we need a backup plan. General Sherman. Union Army. Nobody. Britain after losing the empire. You know I was God once. Me is peeing in bushes. Viet Cong soldier. Early Christians getting persecuted by Rome. I guess you guys aren't ready for that yet, but your kids are gonna love it. Russian nobles trying to finish Rasputin after poisoning and shooting him. German soldiers with encircled some Americans on Hill 198. Time to counterattack. The Lost Battalion. Cowabunga it is. Someone. So I found this useless island in the middle of nowhere. The Brits. British boy in 1914. Turns 18. A squiff. Looks like you're going to the trenches, Jimbo. Only 8 countries have nukes. South Africa. Women in Middle Ages. Look what I can do. Crutch. World. Hey England, how did you get so many priceless artifacts in your museums? England. The secret ingredient is crime. When you get encircled by the Germans and they demand you surrender. Nuts. Dying. Dying in battle. Villagers, when a stable girl knew how to read and count. We shouldn't kill innocent children. But we can kill guilty children, right? Americans, when the trees start speaking Vietnamese. Russians, when the snow starts speaking Finnish. English when the cars start speaking Irish. Confederacy. Mr. Lee, we know you aren't the biggest fan of secession, but would you like to take command of the Army of Northern Virginia? You fine Southern gentleman, I'm in. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to check out my other videos as well. Thank you for watching.